Okay, so now we're going to get into the cutting section. This is segment 3. First of our cuts is the batonnet potato. Batonnet is a very classical cut. It's a matchstick shaped cut. It is 1/4 of an inch by 1/4 of an inch by 2 to 2.5 inches long. There's a little room for give on the length. Just remember that we want consistency between the three. So between the three team members, if you're going to cut 2.5, you all cut 2.5. If you're going to cut 2, you all cut 2. What we don't want to see is one long, one short, one long, one short. That means you guys didn't practice together. So we're looking for consistency between the team. Now, if you notice the batonnet, the small dice, those are cuts that have 6 sides. Even though they're not die, there's 6 flat sides on them. One round potato. How do you get something that's 6-sided? You're going to need to square it off, right? So what you're going to do with squaring off, a very sharp knife is crucial here. So spend some time sharpening your equipment prior to coming into the kitchen. Squaring off your potato, I like to make a cut and go on the opposite side, and then look for where that cut is and try to cut parallel. Okay. This goes back into your scrap bin because that doesn't get thrown away. That gets stored because it can be used later on for mashed potatoes, chowders, things like that. Now I'm going to proceed to square off my cuts. Okay. Cutting, and then I'm going to follow it with the matching side. And I'm not going for complete precision just yet. What I'm looking for is a starting point. That's it. Okay. Somewhat of a block. Now this is not ready for this yet. If you look, it's too big, it's too long, but now I can work it down a little bit. So from here now, I'm gonna take it down to a usable size. And I like to cut, I'm actually on the believer of a batonnet being a little bit bigger than 2 inches. I tend to err to the side of the 2.5. Okay. So now I have a nice brick that I can work with. You should, as you practice, start to figure out and start to conceptualize what that size is. Meaning, get used to what 2.5 inches is. I'm thinking I'm pretty close. I'm about, and in fact, I'm exactly 2.5 inches right there. Okay, if you take a look, that's right on perfect 2.5. Okay, so now I can go ahead and start my batonnet. The batonnet is pretty much just going to be cutting 1/4 inch leaves. Off of your potato. Okay. Got my playing cards now. Now I'm going to take it and take them down into the matchsticks. You don't have to do it all at one time. If you feel comfortable doing 2 or 3 at a time, I don't highly suggest you doing 1 at a time because this is timed. You have 30 minutes for this portion. But if you can kind of stack a few up there and begin your cutting. At any point as you're working, mine are pretty even right now, but if I were to get stuck with a tail end that I just cannot get an even quarter 2, meaning say it's over a quarter and I don't feel comfortable cutting it that close to my finger, or it's under the quarter because I just got the last quarter off, don't be afraid to put that in your scrap bin. Meaning, what I'm trying to say is don't show the judges your junk stuff. Give them only the good stuff, only the exact stuff. So now what I'm looking for is making sure they're even. The judges are going to come through when it's time to judge, and they're going to look at each stick to make sure it's 1/4 by 1/4 by 2 on an individual level. But what they're going to do is they're going to go and they're going to go team 1, 2, 3. They're going to grab 1 from you, 1 from you, and 1 from you, and they're going to line them up. Did this team practice together? Why, yes, they did. Or did this team practice together. No, they did not. This is not even. You know, we're looking for even cuts down the line like that between the 3 team members and also within yourself. So take the time, square off, nice square ends. They're not going to be real sticklers on weight. I don't think they're going, even though the rules are asking for, I believe it is 8 ounces, it's not going to be weighed real strictly. They're more looking for precision. How well did you cut? How, again, there is going to be some judging on yield. And what I mean, what do I mean by yield is when you did your batonnet, did you give me something, meaning this volume, or did you cut an entire potato and give the judges this? This is not proper yield. You didn't effectively use your potato. You only gave me 2 potatoes. You should get a good amount. So this is our batonnet, quarter by 2 to 2.5.